Hello everyone, welcome back to our online lessons. I hope you can see my screen and can hear me clearly. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me today. And for today's lessons, I'm going to online lessons. I hope you can see my screen and can hear me clearly. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me today. And for today's lessons, I'm going All right, so for today's lessons, we're going to show you how to create a custom profile view in Civil 3D. All right, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Aunu Umira. I am one of the application engineer at Attach System. All right. So here is the today content. So I will show you how to edit the profile style, customate its profile style, and then we do the custom or edit the profile view style, adding the labels, and then we do the cut and fill hatching, and then we do the band setting. Let's say you want to show the cut and fill data on the band setting, so I will show you how to do that. So here this is the example of the custom profile view that I'm going to show you today. So by the end of the lesson, you will get like more or less like this kind of custom profile view. As you can see here, we're going to create the band data like this, and then we change the color, we change the size of the text, we add the hatching, we change the view style, and so on. Right? So before we go to the lesson, I'm just going to slightly introduce you what is the profile view for you to have a better understanding on the profile view, right? So in Civil 3D, a profile view is a graphical display of vertical view that showing the vertical geometry of an alignment or feature line in your plan, in your existing ground. Okay, so the graphical vertical geometry alignment or feature lines are along with the optional data band. So you can add band data. You can also add the other related item like element, let's say the elevation of the pipe and so on. So it's essentially a side view that allow you to visualize the elevation of the ground, which is if you want to create a existing ground view or the finished ground view, you also can do in the profile view. And you can modify the design element in the vertical profile view. So let's say you want to modify or want to edit the elevation of your EG, of your FG finished ground, you can do in the profile view. All right, so that is the definition of the profile view in Civil 3D. So let's just go straight to our Civil 3D. Let me just share my screen first. Right, so hopefully you can see it. If you cannot see my screen or you cannot hear me, just let me know. All right. Moment. Then, okay. So I already opened my Civil 3D here, and I already created the basic profile view like this. Is I'm using the existing profile view style, right? So now I'm going to change this profile view to this example, right? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the profile style. So what difference between profile view style and profile style? The profile style is the line style. Okay, the line, the color, the markers, and so on. So that is the profile style. Profile view style is the overall your profile view. The grid line, the data band, the elevation, and so on. So that is the profile view. Right? So first going to edit. First, I'm going to edit the profile style for differentiate the EG profile line and FG profile line. So to do that, you just click one of the line, either line that you want to edit, you want to create a custom, and then you go to this profile property. There is a there is a profile properties under the modify profile column. And then if you click drop down, you have two options, which is you go to the profile properties or the edit profile style. So what difference between these two? Yeah, the edit profile style option, which is you want to edit the existing one, which is you want to edit the one that you set to your profile line, right? So if you want to create new profile line or you want to custom your profile line, so you go to the profile property, and then from here this box will pop up, which is the profile properties EG surface, which is your surface. Then what you can do here, you can actually change the name of your line profile line name. So this profile line name is EG surface. So let's say I don't want the number one like that. So I just want the EG anything ground surface. All right, and then down here you can see this is the object style. So this is where you change the display, you change the marker, you change the color here. Right. So I want to create my own profile line style. So to do that, I'm just going to click on this drop down beside the style. And then there is a create new option here. So I want to create a new. So I click create new there, and then this box will pop up. Alright, so from this box, you can see there is a few settings that you can do. Just first the information, the name of your style. So let's say I'm just going to simply rename it as profile style A, for example, right? And then I go to this design tab. So this is for the curve tessellation distance setting. So if you want to change the tessellation distance for your curve, you can change it here. And then the marker style, which is if you want to add the marker within the line. Okay, so let's say I show you the example. Let's say I want to show the point for of vertical intersection. Okay, I want my line show the marker to the on the point of the vertical intersection. So I just go here, there is a marker style option. So click on the profile point that you want to add the marker, and then you just click on this none option here. Okay, double click on it. Sorry, you need to double click on it, and then this pick marker style will pop up. And then if I click on this drop down, you can see we have a few choices of the markers that you can use to mark your profile point. So for example, I want the point for vertical intersection to be a basic X. All right, and then I click on OK. So once I click on OK, and then I just going to check is the marker going to be generated. So I just click on apply. So as I click on apply, and let me click on OK. So as you can see, if I zoom in to my profile line, you can see there is a marker within the point of elevation. Okay, like that. Right? So let's say you want to change the color of the line, you want to change, you want to add marker. So just simply go to the profile again, and then for this time, you don't need to create new because I already create new object style for my own style. So I just click on this drop down, I click on edit current selection. Right? So it will show me the setting of my own profile style. So you can add any marker that you want from here. And then I go to display button. So this is the display component setting where you want to change the visibility option. You want to change the layer, the color, and so on. The type of the line and so on here. All right. So for let's say I want to change the line color. So currently the line color are set by layer. So by default, the line color will be bright color just now. So if let's say I click on this layer by layer, I don't want it to follow the layer color. I want it to use the other color. For example, I want it to be a white color, right? I click on OK, and OK, apply and OK. As you can see, the color for the EG surface are now changed to the white because I changed the bilayer to color. Alright, so if you want to do the same setting to your proposed line or for your finished ground level line, okay, you just click again on the finished ground level, go to the profile properties and edit here. Or if you want to use the same the existing object style, you can use that too. Alright, so if you want to edit, just go to edit current selection and then you can edit it here. Same, it's actually the same method, just a different style, right? So that is how you change or you create a custom made profile style, right? So now from there, I'm going to change or I'm going to create a custom made profile view style. Okay, so for profile view style, you just click on the profile view and then you go here. There is a modify view column. Then from here, you can find this profile view property. Okay, so I click on the drop down, same thing, which is we have edit profile view style or we have the profile view property. What difference? Just same concept. If you edit profile view style, you edit the current profile view selection that you select, view style selection that you use right now. Alright, so if you want to create new, you need to go to this profile view properties. Right, and then from here, you go to the information part. Then there is a profile style setting here. Okay, so you can also change the align or the name of the profile view. So if you don't want, just like it be like this, right? So I'm going to change the profile view style. So I'm going to create a new profile view, right? So there's slightly different setting for the profile view style. So we have additional option, which is we can change the graph grid setting, size orientation, or the size of your data, the size of your axis, okay, horizontal, vertical, and display setting, right? So if I'm going to create like this kind of view, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the grid size. As you can see here, the grid size are larger than the existing one. Okay, so to do that, to change the grid, so I'm going to go to the grid tab. And then from here, you can see the first option is the grid option. So the grid, click vertical grid, so which means it will only create a grid line or a grid view within your profile line. Okay, it will not create any grid line if you don't have any profile line inserted like this kind of grid. So I want it to be like this. So I just click on this flip vertical grid and then I click on this flip to highest profile and then on of this omit grid in padding area. Okay, so I'm going to do for both grid line, vertical grid line and horizontal grid line. So I need to make sure check on these both options. Alright, so done with that. So now is the grid padding for the measure grid. So this is the size of grid line for the first point from the first point. Okay, first your first elevation point in a profile and the last point, which is the left and right, then top and bottom, which is for the above maximum elevation and below datum elevation. So for example, for this you can see this empty space area. Okay, and this empty area is this the setting just now is for this area. Okay, the right, the left, and then the top and the datum setting, right? So if I click on OK, so let's say I click on OK first. Okay, like you can see, a moment, you can see that it's already changing my view. You can see it only show the grid line along the profile line. So if there is no profile line here, it will not show the grid line. So the other things is you can see the gap within the uh, vertical line here, the elevation line to my line is too big. I don't want it to be too big. I just want to make it more like more closer to the elevation line. So to do that, I just go back to my file. Okay, go to edit. Okay, edit current selection. Then from here, I'm just going to change the grid padding to 1 for the above maximum to the right and then below and also to left. Okay, everything I changed to 1. Alright, so as here I forget to change the name. So if you want to change the name for your style, just go to information. And then from here, this one is profile and view style A, for example. Right? So that is the grid setting for the grid line view. Okay, not the grid line size yet. Okay, for the grid line size, you need to go to this horizontal axis and the vertical axis. So this is the size of the grid line measure, grid line manner, and minor, and also the text. Okay, the elevation data just now, the left data. All right. So first I go to horizontal axis. Okay, as you can see here, there is no station uh, station data for the bottom or the below side. Okay, only have for the top side, which is the station here. Okay, so this setting, you need to make sure there is no setting for the bottom side of your profile view. Right. To do like this, right, you just go back to this profile view star, and then you make sure you go to the horizontal axis, and then you make sure these bottom option are on, which is you are currently editing the bottom information of your profile view, right? So I don't want any of the station data in there in the bottom side. So I just go here to this tick label text, okay, and click on this click this button to edit and text, right? So I just click on this button, and then I go to this formula or go to the properties for the station value, and then I click on backspace. And then I click on OK. So I do that setting for every detail, for the major tick detail, minor tick detail, and the horizontal geometry tick detail. Right? So let's repeat the same step. Backspace, click OK, and then this one. Right. So if I click on apply, OK, apply, OK. So you can see that the data for the station only will show on the top side. Then as you can see, the gap between the elevation line to my line are now smaller, are now closer. All right. So next one is I want to edit the elevation. Sorry. Okay. I want to edit the elevation name style. You can see these elevation name are now not really nice to see because now it's clashed with the station number. So I want to move it like slightly a bit there and then make sure it's uh horizontal. Okay. Okay. So to make this level, okay, of the line here to make it to this to other side and to make sure the elevation name are perpendicular to the line. So to do that, just go to the profile view style. So this one I don't need to go to here because I already create my own profile view style. So I just click on this edit profile. Okay, so you can see it will pop up this profile view style A that I created just now. Right. So to make sure this elevation are moved a bit to the left, to the left, and then it's perpendicular to the line. So for that one, you need to go to this title annotation. Okay. So I go to this title annotation, and then I click on this left axis title text. If I click on this left, and then you can see the title text down here will change to elevation. Okay, so I just need to make sure it moves a bit to the right, to the left, and then it rotates to perpendicular to the line. The first thing I need to do is I change this rotation option from this 207t to 0. And then if I click on apply, it's already rotated to uh, 0 degree. And then the gap between the line, the elevation title to the stage, to the elevation data is here at offset. Okay, so I'm just going to change it to like a -50. Oh, sorry, 50, -50. Apply, maybe -100. Say, okay. So I change the X offset to -100. As you can see, the elevation title here are now moved a little bit to the left, and then it's rotating to perpendicular to the line. Alright, and then I don't want this elevation. Okay, we have another elevation title here to on the right side. So I don't want this one. Okay, because this is the same thing actually. The left side, the right side is actually the same thing. So it's useless if you want to have a both title. So I want to delete this one. So I click on this right axis title here. Right, and then I just click on this A. You can see, click the button to edit the M text. Okay, so just click that one, and then you can see, and on the box here there is elevation. Okay, so just backspace on that one. I click OK, apply, and then you can see the elevation are now not visible at all. Right? So I click on OK. Right? Okay. So now I want to, okay, as you can see, I've got this station title. Okay. So this station title, the setting for you to like delete the station title there, you also need to go to edit profile and edit on this edit title tag. Okay, so on the bottom option. So the same thing, backspace. Okay, okay, now there's no station level down here. Right? Okay, so next one, let's say I want to edit the hatching. I want to show the hatching for cut and the hatching for fill in the vertical view. Okay, to do that, just click on the view again. So you need to go to the profile view property, and from here you go to the hatching tab. Hatch tab. And then from here you can see we have the cut area option. Just click on that cut area, and then the fill area. Okay, click both of these cut area and the fill area. And if I click on OK, so it will show me any cut area here, and then this is the hatching for the fill area, like this. Okay, so now I'm done with the view setting. Okay, I already set the view. Okay, set the elevation, set the grid setting, the grid between the box sizes. So that is all. That's all on the profile view style. All right. So let's say I want to change the band setting. I want to add the cut and fill data, and then I want to make this text more bigger so I easily can see it. So to do that, just click on the profile again, go to the profile view property, and then from here, you just go to the band text. Right? As you can see, I already have one band data, which is for elevation and station. So which means correct, because this is the setting band, this is the elevation, and then this is the station. Okay, as you can see, the elevation here, we have two data, which is actually this is for the finish ground, and this is for the um this is for the existing ground, and this is for the finished ground. So I want to link to make sure the data here are correct. So currently these data are not correct because these both data are for existing ground. So to make this data link with your profile here, okay, so you need to edit the band there now. Okay, so we already have the profile data elevation and station. So I want to make sure this data link with the profile view. So I just go scroll to the right, and then here you can see I have profile 1, profile 2. Okay, so which means this area, this side. Okay, profile 1, profile 2. Right? So I want to make sure the profile 2 data here are showing a link with my proposed line. Okay, so just click on this profile 2. Click drop down, I have my proposed profile line. So click on that one, and then I click on apply. Okay. So you can see if I scroll here, if I zoom in here, now the data are linked with my profile line. So this is the proposed line elevation, and then this is the um, existing ground elevation. Right? Yeah, go back to the band. And then for the size, I want to make the size of the text a bit more bigger from this. So to change the size, you need to go to the band style. Okay, so click on the band style here. You can see we have this option like beside of the name of the band here. Let's make it bigger. Okay, here, this one. So these options are for you to edit the band style. So I just click on this band style. This is the band style, elevation and station. And then click on edit current selection. You can either click on edit, or you want to create a new band style for elevation and station, also can. Okay. So from there, I'm going to change the size of the data. Okay, so I just go here to label and tick option, and then from here you can see I have this major station option. Okay, I click on that one, and then go to this compose label. So I click on this compose label, it will pop up this label style composer for major station. Okay, if I go to this component name, I have three type of component name that I can change the text, the contents, and so on. So I have station value, EG elevation, and FG elevation. So I need to change for the three of them. So I just go to the station elevation, station value first, and then I want to make it more bigger, the text of the size of the text. So I go here to the text height, and then I click on the text height here, and then let's say I change it to 7. Okay, and then I change the text size for the other component. Okay, for the EG elevation 7, and then FG elevation, finish ground elevation. All right, done. I click OK, OK, and then OK, and then apply. So after I click on apply, as you can see, the text are now bigger. Okay, but now the box are smaller. So I need to change the box size too. So to change the box size, same things, you need to go back to the band style setting for the elevation. Go to edit current selection. So here is the setting for the box, which is which is in the layout option. So there is a band height. Okay, so let's say I change it to 50. Okay, let me see first. 5. Okay, 50 is okay. You can see it's perfect. Okay, it fits perfectly for my band data. All right. So let's say I want to add additional data band for the card and for the field data. So I just click on this view again. Go back to the band setting here. Then to add more data for your band, so you go to the band type up here. You can see there is a profile data. So if you want to use other data, you can also use the vertical geometry data, super elevation, pipe data, and so on down here. All right. And then the data for the profile band type, okay, you have the select band style. So you have cut, you have elevation station, empty band, field data, and so on. So this is the option for the profile data. So different profile data, different band type, different type of the style that you can use. Okay, so I want to add cut data, and then I click on add to add into my profile view. Click on add here, click on OK. So now there is the cut data included in my profile view. Let's say I click on apply. So if I click on apply, you can see it add one more band data down here. Okay, so let's say I add one more for the field data, add OK, apply. So there is a field data. Okay, so I want to change the size. I want to change the display setting. I want to change the information. So all of that setting inside here, the band. So first is the size of the band text for the card and the field. Same method. Go to the edit here. Go to edit current selection and then change this one change on the compose label tool. Okay, compose label, and then this is the size. I change it 7 mm. Okay, for cut. So this one you need to do one by one. This is the different type of band style. Okay, fill, compose label, text height 7. And then for the fill style, I want to change the display setting to a green color. So currently the fill box, okay, the fill data box are now in blue color. So I want to change to green color to link it with the hatching. Okay. So just go here, change the box to green, and then this band title box set to green. Okay, this one is green already. And the measure tick to green. Okay. And then the label measure station to green. Okay, if I cannot change it, maybe it's already changed to green. Let's see first. Okay, okay, apply. Apply. Okay, now it's changing to a green color, the box, right? So let me go back to the style. I want to change the number color to the color of the number. That one will be under compose level. Yeah, this one is here. Okay, I want to change the value numbers name sorry, the color of the value number. Right, compose level blue, change to green. Okay, right. Now it changed to the green color. And I want to change the size of the box. Okay, currently it's too small. So cut, data, edit, and here. This actually it's the same method as you change the station and elevation style just now. Alright, another one. 150. Apply, okay, okay, apply. Right, so it's much better than this now, right? Maybe I want to move it a bit, the gap between the elevation and station and the cut data. Okay, let's say I move, okay, just change the gap here. Okay, for you to change the gap within the data, just need to go to the gap setting here, right? So maybe 15 and like 20, much, right? 20. Okay, so this much better. And then as you can see, the data inside the box for cut and see are not accurate. So I want to make it accurate. So what you need to do is you need to go back to the band setting just now. And then you go to the profile 1 and profile 2 setting here. Right? I need to make sure my profile 2 are proposed profile. So change the setting for cut data for profile 2 to proposed profile. And then same goes to the field data. Slide. Okay, now you can see this is the data for the cut and then this is the field. Okay, so you can see it's linked with the hatching now. Right? And then let's say the title text is too small. I want to make it bigger. So just click on the band, click on the view properties again, go to the band again, and then for the size of the title, you need to go to the band style, edit the current selection, and then for the title size, title text size, you need to go here, title text. Okay, there is compose label for title text. You see the difference. This is compose label for the label and tick, which is the data, the major station, minor station. So the title text is here, compose label. So I click on the compose label for the title text, and then actually the settings are actually the same. It's just a different option. Okay, 7, maybe 10. Just want to create a different size. And click OK. Okay, okay, apply. So you can see the cut title now bigger than the field. So I just repeat the same step for both titles. Okay. 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 Apply and okay. And lastly, if you want to add the label in your profile, you just click on the profile view, go to add view label here, and then you can add either station elevation or that. Okay, say I want to add station elevation. Maybe I want to know the station elevation at this marker point. Click, double click on it, it will show me the station elevation for the point that you selected, like that. Okay. Right. And lastly, if you want to change the title for your view, for your profile view, just now the title are created automatically. So I want to change the name. So you need to click on the profile view, go to the profile view properties, and then from here, you need to go to the moment. Yeah, you need to go to the information tab, go to the profile view tab. Okay, the one that you selected, go to edit, and then the title of your profile will be here under title annotation tab, and then there is a title content. Okay, so maybe I change the name here, profile view A, for example. Oh, sorry, I cannot change directly here. I need to go to this edit current button to edit. Okay, this one, profile view A. Okay, okay, and okay. So now I change the title for my profile view. Right? Okay. Any question? I think that's all that I want to show you today. Any question that you want to ask me? Okay, so I believe there's no question. Okay, just a quick review. I'm just going to bring you to our ACAD system website. So if you want to join our next free online lesson, you can go to our acadsystem.com, and then from there you just go to the latest Autodesk free online lesson courses and lesson option. So if you're interested to join our next free lesson, you just click on the image there and then you click on register. So we will email you the Zoom link and then the date. Okay. And then if you want to watch today free online lessons or the previous free online lesson, we have uploaded in our YouTube channel. So you just go to our YouTube channel, ACAD System Sundarian Berhad. Then from there, you go to the live option. And then you can just check our previous free lesson that we already uploaded. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I think that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you get something for today's lessons. Mm, let me just, yeah. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, CCW. Thank you, Miss City. Thank you. Have a good day too. Bye-bye, CCW. So thank you so much. Okay, take care, everyone. See you on our next Verona lesson.